Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriors Draymond Green, Moses Moody get problematic injury updates for Grizzlies matchup. The Golden State Warriors were outclassed by the shorthanded New York Knicks at Chase Center on Monday, despite playing at full strength. As pressure mounts with each loss to avoid falling out of the play-in tournament altogether, the 10th-place Dubs could be missing a couple key contributors the next time they take the floor. Both Moses Moody, left knee soreness, and Draymond Green, lower back soreness, are listed as questionable to play in Golden State's game against the Memphis Grizzlies on Wednesday. Moody was back in the rotation on Monday following a DNP in Golden State's pivotal win over the Los Angeles Lakers 48 hours earlier. After Steve Kerr told Clutch Points before the game that Moody's playing time would be decided on a game-by-game basis going forward, he entered to begin the second quarter as the Warriors' 10th and final rotation player against New York. Moody played 7 straight minutes, hitting one of his 2 3-point attempts while also registering an assist and a steal, before heading to the bench out and later being ruled out for the game's remainder. If the third-year wing is unavailable on Wednesday, expect former two-way player Lester Quinones to be dusted off for reserve minutes in the backcourt. Green missed last week's road loss to the Dallas Mavericks with lower back soreness. The next day, the four-time champion shed more light on his ongoing back issue, connecting it to the injury that cost him a significant chunk of 2021-22 and left Green unable to jump the following summer. "My back has been bothering me for like 4 or 5 games, and I've kinda been going through it. Like, just playing through it and playing through it. We have the absolute best training staff in the league, I put my money on that," Green said on his eponymous podcast. "Third quarter or so, it just locks all the way back up and you're kinda grinding through the rest of the game, just trying to get to the end. Next day, not in a good space, can't really get on the court even if I want to get some work in and kinda get it back in a good space to go back out there and play. And so the hope is that in not having a game since Monday for myself, and not playing in the Dallas game, that as opposed to getting it back to a place where it's like, alright, I can get out there now, that those extra couple days will allow it to go away," he continued. "Because it's just no fun just getting it to a space where I can get in the game and then it locks back up, and it's painful. And it's also has been kinda in that same area that I had the issue before. The way I view it is like, my body keeps giving me these warning shots. Listen to 'em before you have to listen to them and you can't do nothin'." Clearly, Green and the Warriors are fully aware that a cautious approach to his lingering pain is most prudent. Back injuries are notoriously difficult to fully recover from without surgery, and Green didn't go under the knife in 2022 before or after helping Golden State win its 4th championship, instead relying on rest and rehabilitation to get right for 2022-23. Don't be surprised if the 34-year-old sits against the decimated Grizzlies, paving the way for Tracy Jackson-Davis to start at center. Kevin Looney and Dario Saric, pulled from the nightly rotation 2 weeks ago, could also see the court versus Memphis with Green sidelined, as could reserve forward Gue Santos. The Warriors, a game back of the 9th-place Lakers and 3 games in front of the 11th-place Houston Rockets, tip off against the Grizzlies at 7 p.m. PT. Why Draymond believes Kyrie is NBA's most skilled player. After another mind-blowing, game-winning shot by Dallas Mavericks guard Kyrie Irving in their game Sunday against the Denver Nuggets, Draymond Green believes there are very few players in NBA history that can match his shooting prowess. Speaking on Tuesday's episode of The Draymond Green Show, the 34-year-old explained that Irving essentially is impossible to stop when it comes to scoring and that he agrees with Damian Lillard's assessment of Irving's all-time great shooting skill. "There's actually nothing you can do to stop Kyrie from scoring, you just try to do all you can to make him take a tough shot and live with the results," Green said. "I saw Damian Lillard tweet, Kyrie Irving is the most skilled player in NBA history, and, quite frankly, I'm not sure who can argue against that, the things that Kyrie is capable of are unreal. While Green was full of praise for Irving's basketball abilities, he presented an argument for his Warriors teammate Steph Curry being the most skilled player in NBA history, though he noted that it would be a debate as to whether or not Irving was better than Curry. There's an argument. Now, me personally, I may argue Steph Curry, Green explained. The most skilled player we've ever seen, the most talented, just some things that he can do, but as I said before, you have an argument. It has to be argued because of Kyrie's skill. Warriors fans will of course remember Irving's dagger three-pointer in the closing seconds of Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals, a shot that won the game and the series for the Cleveland Cavaliers, but the 31-year-old has continued to be one of the best shot makers in the league throughout his career. There's certainly a case to be made for Curry, however, as his ability to shoot from any spot in the court and his continued scoring prowess over his 15-year NBA career put him in the upper echelon of shooters. Both the Mavericks and the Warriors sit just outside of a top-6 seed in the Western Conference, meaning there is a distinct possibility the two teams could match up in a winner-take-all game in the NBA play-in tournament, something that Green is undoubtedly wary of given Irving's ability to close out games with impossible shots. Jalen Brunson, New York Knicks tame Golden State Warriors as LA Lakers romp. New York Knicks coach Tom Thibodeau knew what the winning formula was. It was something as simple as having a lot of fight, a lot of heart. On March 18, he was pleased as Jalen Brunson scored 34 points as the Knicks completed a wire-to-wire 119-112 National Basketball Association (NBA) road victory over the Golden State Warriors in San Francisco. The Warriors, fresh from the high-scoring 128-121 win over the Los Angeles Lakers on March 16, were always on the back foot after New York sprinted to an early 20-6 first-quarter lead at the Chase Center. Point guard Brunson pulled the strings superbly to guide an injury-hit Knicks lineup to an impressive win that keeps them firmly on course for the playoffs. This team has demonstrated all year there's a lot of fight, a lot of heart, a lot of toughness and a lot of togetherness to the group, said Thibodeau, whose side are fourth in the Eastern Conference on 41-27. So there's a belief that we can win. We always talk about our defense, our rebounding, taking care of the ball. I thought we shared the ball extremely well tonight. Brunson had scoring support from Miles McBride, who finished with a career-high 29 points in just his sixth NBA start. We keep finding ways to win, Brunson said. Staying poised, staying confident, just sticking together. The loss was another body blow for the erratic Warriors, who are 17-18 at home this season. Golden State occupy 10th place in the Western Conference, the last of the 4 play-in berths. Stephen Curry led his team's scorers with 27 points. I don't know what the answer is, he said about their struggles at home. If we did, we would be able to get ahead of it. Warriors coach Steve Kerr, however, had a clearer understanding of the problem watching from the sidelines. Just one of those nights where we didn't really get anything going from that starting group, he said. They'd been really good, but it just felt like, from the very beginning, we were swimming upstream. I think it was 15-4 out of the gate and we didn't once have the lead in the game. We made a good comeback, but I just didn't think we were disciplined enough throughout the game to earn the win. In Los Angeles, the Lakers bounced back from their loss to the Warriors with a 136-105 win over the Atlanta Hawks. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation, Jalen Brunson? Leave your opinion in the comments.